This is the 8th year we have the show. In between, we had two of these because of COVID online. And when we went online, I wasn't sure if we will ever go offline. It was such a lovely experience. Ghar mein baith ke, sponsors were still paying, and we didn't have to spend anything. But I don't think anything replaces meeting people face to face. It's really true, irrespective of the fact that online was very good as well. The meeting people, seeing them, seeing an industry like ours get together on a very small event, it's just one day event. I mean, I keep hearing this, people keep telling me, bada karo usko, 3 din to kar do kam se kam. The point is, I get bored with 3-day events. So I don't know how anyone will go through this. But it is true, we have a lot of talent. And one day doesn't do justice. So basically, I'll keep talking till people walk in, right? So don't take that the people who are going to be on the stage are the people who've reached somewhere in their life. They're also people in the journey. They are going through something, they're learning, and they're ready to share while they're learning. But not less are the people on the other side of the stage. And I tell you, in that sense, this event is very, very strange and very, very unique. That many people sitting on that side of the stage are really very accomplished. Beautiful body of work, lovely people have reached somewhere in their life, they've done something in their life. And I'm extremely proud that we have people like that who chose to be in the audience and to attend this event. You could pick anyone and say, come on stage and present. And they would be like, you'll say, my God, why was this person sitting on the other side, right? So technically very blessed to be part of industry, which is not recognized very much. Not many people know that we are the movers and shakers of the economy in the country. We are the people who shape the experiences. We are the people who actually, you will see some of this through the day today, and you'll feel, why were we so proud when we went through the whole G20 experience this time? You will know today, right? Because we are the people who are creating what other people look and react to. Whether these are products, whether these are experiences, whether these are messages which need to go out, the content, as we say, we are the ones who are actually doing these things. So somebody needs to give me a signal when to start. This is not my beginning. I have a proper list to start with. Rohan, are there people outside or that's it? Then I can start. Dekh lo. And it's a special privilege for us to be hosting this event. We have a very small design office. We are just 25 people. And every year, a part of our professional time we spend on organizing this event for ourselves. And I must tell you that this is probably the happiest project we have. I have people who've been working the whole night and they are still here. Code change karke everyone's here. I'm saying, why is it that when we do things like this, the energy level is different, the spirit is very different. And when it comes to a client project, we are suddenly like, client is asking us to do this. Yeah, start. Tarun, what are you saying? 2 minutes, okay. So I say that the moment all of us, designers in this room, start taking every project like this, that it is my project, it is my ownership, I need to learn and grow from this project. And while I do that, I'll take my customer, my client along with me on this. I think it becomes a beautiful job. It is perhaps the world's most satisfying profession. I don't know what you think. I'm telling you, I've been in this for the last 34 years and I can't imagine what else I could have been doing. बहुत बार सोचा है कि ये करना चाहिए था, वो करना चाहिए था, स्टॉक में लगा देना चाहिए, इधर से कर लेना चाहिए, पर नहीं होता. Seriously, the amount of energy and passion which this profession gives you, growth, I don't think is possible in anything else, right? So I seriously believe that, and we are very fortunate that many years back we took this decision to run a magazine, and I'll take you through the whole story. Um, Whenever my team gives me a signal to start. Okay. Right. So I'm starting. Hello, I'm starting. So in about 2002, okay, little bit of background because not all of you will know. I graduated from NID, National Institute of Design, in 1989. Long time back, right? And co-founded my first company called Elephant Design on campus, which was technically one of the first generation design companies in India. There were a few before us. There was Tessrect in Bangalore. There was EDM, not EDM. There was another one which Amarjeet had started in Delhi. So we were very inspired by these very young people who would come back as seniors to us and show us their work. And I said, we want to be like that. And I was very impressed by when Ellen Fletcher once came to NID and talked about Pentagram. Ellen Fletcher was one of the founding members of Pentagram. That's a very big design company. I said, oh my God, that's how designers should come together and work, not work alone. And then when we were thinking of what name should we give to our company, I was very impressed with Frog Design. Now Frog Design is there in India. I was not just impressed, I was inspired. I used to see the advertisement behind the ID magazine in our library with small frog, junior frog, senior frog. I said, look at these guys, they're doing such serious work and they're having so much fun. That's what designers are supposed to do. I'm telling you, the work we do is dead serious. Like this event, I'll talk about this, right? But the way we do it is, while doing it, we have a lot of fun. Ashish. Lot of fun. We really enjoy it. So I decided that if Frog Design was in India, if Esslinger was in India, what would he name his company to be? And I was looking at elephant and I said, he will call it Elephant Design. So I said, okay, Elephant Design. So that's how my first company became Elephant Design. I stopped working at Elephant in 2009. I still own it. But now I have another company called IndiDesign, which is the one which organizes this. During my journey, there was something called Google Groups which started. 2002, Google Groups was, Yahoo Groups was introduced. You might find it funny, but that was fantastic because online, there's a group of people who come together and you write one email to that group, and it goes to all those people in their inboxes. You'll find it funny because it's very common today, right? We have WhatsApp, that's exactly what we do. It wasn't, that time we didn't have email. Email was just coming in, and I found it fascinating. You could broadcast a message. Not just broadcast, you could receive the feedback also. So me, MP Ranjan, a few other people, editors of few magazines, newspapers, Business Standard, we started discussing the state of design in India on a small group called DesignIndia Yahoo group. I called it DesignIndia at that time. And we landed up meeting together once in Lonavala. We got invited to New York Asia Society because it was the world's first professional body community online. We didn't realize it's such a big word that time, right? So Design India started in 2002, which is about 21 years back right now. And we started exchanging messages and things, and all that happened. And in between, I had to leave Elephant and start another company. And I was very keen on publishing. So I started a magazine called Pool. First I registered the name Pool, and then later changed the name to Design India because I wanted to continue, and Yahoo and Google stopped the groups some time back. So I thought I wanted to keep that alive. So we printed magazines for 12 years every month, so 144 issues. They are outside on heavy discount for you to buy because nobody, I don't know what to do with the print anymore, but it is there. Please carry them. It's a collector's thing and they're timeless. On the way, I was a jury at many awards, Cannes, Spikes Asia, Dutch Design Awards 3 times, Design Turkey, Good Design in Japan. So all over the world, I was looking at how awards are a way the industry improves itself, except for India. So with India Design Council, because as a member, we started something called IMAC, which is doing very well, but it's a government thing, so I don't know if people get to know about this. So I said, okay, let's make a claim that we will start an award called India's Best Design Awards. And I was also intrigued by a newspaper article saying, these are the best agencies of the year. There was a newspaper which actually spins out saying a list of people. And I like, they don't tell you who the jury is, they don't tell you how the decision is made. And certainly 4 agencies are the best design agencies in the country. So no, system has to be transparent. We need to have world-class jury which takes the responsibility, right? So that's how the award started. First year, obviously they started in a very light way. It was a call on Facebook. And we had few entries and we landed up awarding entries without realizing that the moment people become winners, and it's very serious for them, they start calling up saying, "Mera trophy kidhar hai?" And we didn't even think of the trophy. We just thought we'll call them India's best design agencies. Ho gaya. So my God, trophies. So we need to do that. So from next year we started doing trophy. And then I realized the best of the designers, best of the winners would actually come down to take trophies. And it was a shame to have them just take the trophy and go. I said, okay, let's make a one-day event. So they come, instead of coming at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, come at 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's sit together, talk. So we started with roasting sessions. So it became the Design India Show. That's how the Design India Show happened. Organic. So the show is in the 8th year, awards are in the 9th year, this year, right? Okay, next. I have to look here and tell you what I'm going to talk about. So very early, we also took a decision that it's crazy, the number of specializations we have in design. Within that, there are sub-specializations. It's crazy the number of awards you can give on those. So I said, we will not do that. We'll just give, first we decided only 2 awards. India's Best Design Project. Anything can enter that. It could be a graphic design, it could be illustration, packaging, a UI piece, a UX, it could be a film, it could be an exhibition, it could be a museum, it could be architecture, it could be automobile design, it could be a piece of textile, piece of fashion, it could be a service design, somebody's created a new model. Everything is welcome. You will just get India's Best Design project on that. And I'll tell you how that gets decided also. Then we decided we will do India's Best Design Studio, because certainly there are people with body of work, and I think a lot of our customers are very confused कि इसके पास जाएं, किसके पास जाएं. On website everybody is same, right? So we said, okay, we will look at the body of work, people who done a number of projects consistently, better way, better process, and award them. And then we realized a very large number of designers actually work for industry. Hi Avik, I just saw you. A very large number of our designers work in industry, right? So they need to be awarded also. You can't just say कि सिर्फ जो अपने आप काम कर रहे हैं वही designer हैं, बाकी designer नहीं है. So that's ठीक है. We'll have India's best in-house design awards. So this is meant for the industry, where the purpose, the client is limited. It is that larger industry they serve, but they do follow processes and they churn out excellent work. Probably 80% of the work which you see around in design is churned out by these people, right? So that's how the last category we added. For a long time, I have resisted the student awards. Okay, what is the next one? Show the next slide. Okay, yeah. Okay, student award, let me introduce. Okay, jury, I'll introduce jury. So one major issue always comes in is that who the hell are you to give that award, right? I mean, I did get these questions from a lot of people who are winners now. So I'm not taking names, but yes, I with all humility, accept that I don't think we are anyone to judge people. We can't. But a group of people always judge. People who know can judge. Our professors can judge. Our parents can judge, right? That's what they are there for. So I decided, let's get a jury, and let's get international jury. Not just, so this year, this is our jury, and you see people from diverse fields. You can read their bios online. Diverse fields, diverse countries, diverse specializations, and everyone has reached a mark where they actually don't give a damn about whether the impact is good or impact is not good or the work is good. Everybody has their own thread of judging excellence. So we said, okay, we're not going to tell jury a criteria saying, judge it based on this 5 thing, then we'll total the numbers. No. All we ask the jury is, this is the work which has been submitted. You think this work is worthy to be called India's best design project? Just say yes and no. That's it. And it goes by their gut. So I am telling you with experience that by the time you are 30 years, 40 years in profession, the process is internalized. It's intuitional to you. You look at something and you know what the problem with that thing is. Use that. And we said, okay, every project, every judgment goes to 5 people, minimum 5 jury people. So it's not one person judging. It's a very objective, you 5 people. 3 people say yes, get the award. 3 people say no, don't get the award. Simple. And there's no veto system right now. Right? I know I was part of IF and other things. I know we need to work on the veto system, which we will in the future, but it's a very simple system. Jury takes the responsibility and jury doesn't know the teams. They don't know this. And it's a longer process on which happens. And I'm extremely grateful to this fantastic jury. I know all of them personally. That's another benefit of age you have. You can call on to people and say, sir, please be a jury. And a lot of people ask me, like Sanjeev, for example, professor of marketing from IM, Raipur. His question was, yaar, मेरा डिजाइन से क्या लेना देना है, मैं मार्केटिंग का बंदा हूँ. I've had psychiatrists on this. We had Simant. I don't know if Simant is in, he'll come in later, financial expert. I feel yes, 80% experts need to judge your jury, but there have to be 20% who have no clue to the process or challenges you might have to go through to reach a final thing and get something. No, not done, right? So thank you to the jury. You'll get to see them. All of them are here. Most of them are here. Please spend time with them. I'm telling you, each of them is like, I can put them on the stage and they can take the whole day talking and sharing their experience with you. Thank you. Next is the India's Best Design Student Awards. Now this is something, yeah, thank you. This is something every year we get killed for. Students को क्यों नहीं बुलाते हो? Students को award क्यों नहीं देते हो? इतना महंगा रखा हुआ है. How will students come? And I keep saying that students have their teachers. Students को problem होती है ना, वो teachers के पास जाते हैं. Professionals को problem होती है, we don't know where to go. And your parents also don't know what to do, right? And your teachers also don't understand because they are academicians, they're not professionals. So for us, it's fellow professionals we need to learn from. So that is the reason this was a only professionals event. It still is. So we said, okay, we need to do something for students, but we should do it separate. So this year, it is combined. We will give the awards this year together, but from next year, I am very clear, it has to be a separate festival altogether for students and a very different audience altogether. So we said, okay, what is the criteria? How do you judge India's best design student? They get judged on, again, we have a jury with judges. Jury obviously set to expand because the numbers will be crazy next year. The criteria again is very simple. They're given the projects which they have done in their school. We are not giving them a special assignment. It's a project, so they have to given 3 skill projects and 2 design projects. Submit them in great detail and jury goes through them and then takes a decision whether worthy of India's best design student or not, irrespective of which college and where the location of that college is. Right? I thought, again, fantastic way to judge, level the field of design, especially now, right now in this. So thank you. Again, we have mostly academicians, but some professionals into this jury. You will see more of them next year. Both these awards, right from the beginning, I'm very clear, are non-competitive in nature. In the sense, it's not awarded one against the other. I find it very difficult when you have to say, ये table अच्छा design किया हुआ है, ये logo अच्छा design किया हुआ है, and how does this logo compete with this table in a design competition? You can't do that, right? We had this problem with vehicles now. I mean, so many auto companies are participating. So it's not pitching one car against another car. It's not pitching one logo against another one. It's not one UX against, no. Jury is briefed that they have to go through each project by itself and decide whether it matches that bar. If it doesn't get the award. If it does, please give the award, irrespective that there are 10 other entries which are from the same field. Why? Because we have huge talent in this country. Huge, really. Unimaginable amount of talent. Next kya tha? Yes. So to make this event worthwhile for you to attend, we have some stellar speakers. And I must tell you how we choose the speakers, because like I said, many of you are worthy of being speaker yourself. So one is, of course, people I know, I discuss, I know they somewhere in their life and they have a story to tell, right? They have something to share with you. They are the people who will give us something. We will listen to them and we'll get something, okay? There are also mixed winners. So like every year, we pick up 5 winners. First, when everyone registers that I'm coming for the award, then we go and say, okay, so-and-so, 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 let's check if they would want to speak. There are 2 reasons for that. I'm going to be extremely frank with you. One is we don't have to pay for them. They spend their own, anyway, prize lene aa rahe the wo log. But they have brilliant work. And it's a lovely story we must go through. I wish I could put all the winners on the stage. Plus, we get a fresh perspective, right? And then we have some speakers who are going to be speaking for the first time in their career. They've not spoken. They've not presented to an audience like this. They've presented probably elsewhere, but brilliant stories to share. And past experiences that some of those speakers have gone on to become extremely good speakers. I don't know if you follow the Design India YouTube channel. They are there, and you would find them, hey, so-and-so came and spoke here. Joseph Raddick spoke, Sneaky, what's her name? Sneaky? Snigdha, Bollywood's big name in set making now, working with Amitabh Bachchan and all. And when she came, she was actually doing not such big projects, but it's so beautiful to see that people actually grow and to hear those stories, fresh stories. So my only request to all of you is that yes, they are speakers, they are special, okay, but there are more special people here. I am going to introduce to a lot of people from the audience to you today. I know it's not done in conferences, but I'll do that. Okay, next kya hai? Yeah, so can't move ahead without this, right? This is my backbone, my team at IndiDesign, which runs Design India magazine and the whole initiative. It's the same team which works on professional projects, and they give up professional projects for some time to do this. And what is very interesting is it's not just the present team, it's also people who have been intern at Indy or have worked earlier. So the family, we call them alumni. Alumni is always welcome to come back. They come 3 days, 5 days in advance, start working in the office again to help organize this. And I'm so happy when I see people who've been with us few years back and they are here. And my friends, lovely to see everyone here. Okay, so thank you everyone. Anyway, Bodo thanks will come later. I'm going to plug some commercial things also, but it is important. These books are available outside for you to buy at very heavy discount, which is only for today. I know nobody reads anymore. but they will look very good in your shelf. I'm telling you this. Lovely books, beautifully produced by some of the best printers, Pragati. Okay. uh, Besides being good books, they also carry the winner work from earlier years, which is timeless. So it tells you who has been working on what. So go through that. We will, there are discounts, of course. Next slide. We will have this copy coming out, which will carry the work which will be shown today and the discussions which will happen today. We also have, when speakers speak, we make notes on that, and that also gets published in this book. It's a yearbook. We should be out with this in January sometime. But you are welcome to book this one. There's only a cover, by the way, khali andar. It's only to simulate the book to you, right? So it'll be exactly like this, like the other books outside. So, yeah, my picture. Please pre-book at a special rate. We also know how many we have to print, so we don't waste paper. Next. Yes, so, yeah, I said the event becomes special because of the people who attend it. And they are curated. Everybody who's attending this event is curated. It's not a student event. This is the first time we will have 12 students who won the awards. Otherwise, it's only a professionals event. And I like that because the moment there are students in a gathering, we start giving them gyan, right? My life learning. And but when you have your peers with you, you start talking issues, problems. And I think this should be an event where we discuss our issues. Meet people, don't just spend all your time inside, meet people outside, spend time with them. So, next, yes, I need to thank my sponsors. They are here. I'm going to tell stories. They're not just sponsors. For me, these are relationships. And I'll talk about each of them to you, right from Bajaj to Mapro to Curious. I don't know, has Rajesh come? Rajesh here yet? Not here. Okay, Rajesh is here. There's Design Yatra happening in Goa very soon. Design Yatra has been an inspiration for our event. And I'm very open about, where I learn things from. I remember the first Design Yatra. I'll speak about this when Rajesh is here, so he can feel good about it, right? So I'll just stop here, but I will talk about the stories of each of my sponsors, because every time I see sponsors in an event, I really don't relate to them. I feel like ये कितनी अच्छी event है, sponsors ने पैसा दिया है event करने के लिए. It's not the case here. One of my biggest sponsors, Bajaj, for example, has never attended my event, and every time he sends me a lovely note saying, Sudhir, thank you for organizing such a lovely event. We are with you, and thank you for doing this for the industry. Oh, but I'm traveling to Germany, so I won't be able to join them. Every time. This is 8 years now. But I'm glad for whoever has joined us, and most of our sponsors are here with us. I'll talk about them. Thank you again for this special relationship. And it doesn't stop with, they're not only sponsoring the event, they're not just giving us money to run the event and host it like this. They're also giving you a lot of love in terms of bags which you're carrying, right? You can see it there. It's all with that care and love and special attention. They start planning way before saying, Sudhir, इस साल क्या करेंगे? Example is Ashish Bhaiya here, BC, Bikaram Chanmal. We started talking about कि भैया इस बार event में हमने क्या देना है 6 months back. And I'm saying बहुत दूर है अभी. We'll start planning that, right? Everyone is like that. So I'll tell you these stories. Thank you. Dil se thank you. Seriously. Next. Oh yes, so the same QR code is there behind. Like every year, we will have, we release the news of the awards and the event much before it goes on our social media to few people and people who enroll on this. So if you are interested in joining next year, it's a joy for us, it's a special privilege, and we want you to be able to get news or discounts beforehand. Like we had to close this event a week back. We don't have enough chairs for the event. And even now I'm getting calls saying, 3 ही तो लोग आ रहे हैं, हमको manage कर लो ना, मतलब chairs हम ले आएंगे. So anyway, thank you. Now let's come to the main crux, main event. And I wish I could speak the whole day here to all of you, but I speak too much. So I have to hand over this responsibility, and they're very measured in their speaking, to few anchors, and they're very special. The first one is Arundhati Chauhan. She was a intern at IndiDesign 6 months back, and now she's back to her school in Srishti, and she's joined back for last few days only for the event. I have her full bio which I can give you, and I think I should read. Arundhati Kumari Chauhan is an all-encompassing journalist with a knack for trying her hands at everything. She's a budding designer and indie alumni. Arundhati has actively engaged in colorful spectrum ranging from, आजकल chat GPT writes all this for you. You just have to put this in Hindustani classic music, horse riding, ballet, rifle, trap shooting, Kathak, Bharatnatyam. And she draws inspiration from these experiences to apply to her work. Kids these days, I must tell you, I mean, they're so talented, so interested, and they're actually into all this. It's not just a written word, right? She uses visual communication as a tool to translate innovative solutions and to conceptualize ideas through explorations, iterations for both print and digital. Her collaborative and interpersonal skills make her very dynamic. I mean, besides all this is all true. Fantastic person. I mean, you must interact with her. Very vivacious. I mean, beautiful. That's how design students should be. Next is our own Rohan Bhogle. He's been with us for more than a year now. He was there at last event also, and he comes up and says, "Sir, मैं comparing करता हूँ." Very seriously. I said, "अच्छा, तो करो." Good. I will have somebody from my team on this. So Rohan is a member of IndiDesign team, managing content for studios projects. Having engaged in various undertakings throughout his career, he spent over half a decade in IT before becoming the content person. Rohan also interfaces with clients, handling communication, feedback, implementation to ensure all this. So a lot of work which you will see today is done by Rohan, extremely enthusiastic about his work and about comparing. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we have Minty Shah, my special friend from Ahmedabad. Me and Minty have been working on this project called Design India Cafe, which we have to launch sometime. And last year she was a speaker and she presented this project here. We don't have an update, so we're not presenting you. We're still looking for finances, by the way. I think I'll just put it out in the world. We're looking for investments to roll out a new project, which is creating 100 or so Design India cafes, actual spaces where people who know design will come and interact, and people who don't know design will come and have coffee and interact. So we're looking forward to that. Minty is an accomplished design entrepreneur. She's a NID Ahmedabad graduate with over half a decade of experience in Indian television industry. Possessing a comprehensive expertise in varied disciplines, she has achieved numerous firsts in diverse visual communication projects across India. This first, I can tell you that I was once working with CII on the Business World Awards years back when they were just formulating these awards. And Minty was one of the first winners of that award. So a lot of firsts. Minty's passion for art and design extends to creating workshops of all age groups and professions with a special focus on inspiring and educating children. So lovely people today to spend day with you. I'm looking forward to interacting with you. So please reach out, let's meet, spend some time. And now, next guy, I should invite Minty and Rohan to take over from me and start this, take this ahead with speakers. I hope you enjoy the show. I'll keep coming in between and telling you some stories. Yeah, welcome.